Hi everyone, welcome back to the garden. It is late evening, so as you can probably see, I've got mosquitoes who they found me. I was out here long enough checking things out before I clicked record, and I probably should have just started with that. But it is the evening. We have just had a hot 90-degree plus day, so didn't get out here till now. Matt's actually in the house. Sorry, I keep slapping mosquitoes. Matt's actually in the house editing tomorrow's video. So, lots going on in the garden. I've got my basket with me because it's that season of year where I kind of have that wishful thinking that there's going to be things to harvest in the garden. Last night we came out and took out some cucumbers and a few more earlier this week. So we're just starting to get cucumbers, not enough to be pickling, but we're eating them fresh.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different, still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments, doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors, they kinda tell me what I'm thinking. Fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something different about us and the reason why we stay. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are.
So I went ahead and made sauerkraut with that cabbage I harvested last week, a little over a week ago, and pretty much every other single head is ready to harvest now, so I have to decide what I'm going to do with it. We did have stir fry one day with it, and I will probably make some coleslaw and some fresh things too. But the ones that had the little heads growing back are already just starting to grow, and I think I am going to pull some of these out that aren't growing little heads and toss them to the chickens so we can make some room for beans. So lots of blossoms still on the strawberry plants, but you can tell they are definitely slowing down. We're not getting as many strawberries as we used to. And our raspberries, those are in full swing. The kids are out here a couple times a day picking. Matt and I are kind of cleaning off the bushes of what they miss, and same with the wild black raspberries, just lots of picking on that right now. The volunteer dill that came up right here by the garlic is just, it's doing outrageously well. Way better than anything I actually planted. So it's flowering. I'm gonna wait till it becomes seed heads and then I will pick these. And then our garlic, this is one of the things we need to take care of this week. As you can see, these are ready. We've actually been gone for a few days, so it's time that we do something with these garlic. It's like one of many things that need to be taken care of this week, so adding it to the list, and hopefully I have time to get a video out. If I don't, we did end up making an Instagram account because you guys always are asking for more of things if you kind of see things on the side that we didn't videotape, because we're pretty good about just keeping our scheduled time for recording, and if we happen to be doing other things, we just don't record that day, right? So we did start an Instagram. It is Matt and Sara in Minnesota. Pretty sure Matt and Sara in Minnesota, but I'll put a link in the description below, just kind of where I can share some quick pictures of what's going on behind the scenes when we aren't videotaping. Tomatoes are doing so well. Right after filming last week's garden tour, I came through and pruned all our bottom 6-12 inches or so, and those leaves were starting to get some disease on them, some blight and things, so I pruned off those, got rid of them, and the tomato plants seem to be doing much better now. We haven't eaten any tomatoes yet, but they're still green, but I'm guessing very soon we'll have some. Our first sunflowers are open. One of those volunteers that came up over there, so pretty. I love that that one is not just like the pure yellow, just it's got some burgundy in it and really fun multiple heads. No cauliflower heads yet, but we are just starting to see the first signs of our broccoli heads forming, And so far, none of our broccoli or cauliflower since being planted has bolted, which is really exciting. We definitely had an issue with that last year, and earlier this year before we got the broccoli out, I did end up having to buy some plants because our broccoli bolted before it got in the garden. Our peppers are definitely kind of on the slow side this year. No peppers yet. Starting to see some blossoms, some little peppers, but nothing to harvest yet. Along with those other things that are kind of slow to grow this year have been our kohlrabi. We moved him down here and planted him a little bit later, but we're just starting to see the first heads. We haven't harvested any yet. The beans are all full of blossoms. These are some different varieties of green beans, so hopefully we'll be getting some beans on the plants soon and being able to pick them. Over here where the zucchinis are planted, yes, a lot of weeding needs to be done, but we have lots of zucchini coming in. Again, I haven't picked any. Some of these definitely are the size where I could pick them, but hi Charlie. But it will be here soon enough. So garlic is one of those things we need to take care of this week. The next of those things that really needs taking care of are these carrots. They are just out of this world. In fact, down here, we've got carrots going to seed. So we need to get all of these out this week. I am planning on washing, cutting, freezing them. We did can some carrots last year, and we still have some left because they, you know, canned carrots are just canned carrots. But it was nice to have for kind of a quick soup and things like that. But I think most of these are going to get washed and put in the freezer. So you guys always reach out and let us know that we forget to mention how the potato towers are doing. So I'm sorry, I almost forgot again. But I think they're doing really well. Again, we were gone for a few days, so I think the watering wasn't quite what they're used to. There are blossoms everywhere on the potatoes. Now, I used to just pick them and toss them since they are pretty poisonous to kids, animals, and such. And I realized the honeybees actually really like them. So I'm leaving them. My kids know not to eat flowers in general. I guess I have taught them to eat borage, but usually they have to ask before they eat anything like that so that we are sure they're not eating anything poisonous. But the potatoes are doing well. We're leaving the flowers now, at least for now, and we'll see how long these take because they're looking a little sad. I'm thinking it's the water thing. I don't think they're anywhere near ready to harvest yet. We've got the chickens in for the night, so I'm gonna go get eggs. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and glad you got to see me again. Bye.